Just over 1,000 miles north of San Diego, the profit-only bottom line is not part of the diagnosis for one healthcare provider. Group Health is a not-for-profit cooperative that's been part of the Seattle healthcare scene for 60 years.
We're not obsessed with profit. We're a nonprofit organization. And every penny that we make above our operating expenses goes directly back into the organization. And it's back to apply to our patients to make their healthcare experience the best it can be.
For instance, investing money in a secure web-based record system that lets their 574,000 members keep track of their care and get their prescriptions electronically 24/7. And Group Health has hired specialists to handle their paperwork so the co-op's 877 doctors don't have to.
She had to prescribe a certain drug, and it was a lot of paperwork. And in her old practice, it would have taken her all day to clear all the hurdles. Here it was one call, and it's put in motion all the players to get this done for her. So we maximized her time.
And as a co-op, the members receiving care participate in how the place is run.
And our job, as I see it, is to support the center and to come up with ideas that might be helpful to them, but also coming the other way, we get information from the manager. I believe that Group Health is better because we participate, we know what's going on, and we get the very best of medical care. And they either do it themselves or they provide it and see that it's done.
Group Health promotes healthy living outside their 2 hospitals and 25 primary care centers by sponsoring biking events in the Seattle area. The Spin Cycle Bike Shop is a standalone retail business that gets cooperative when it comes to some goods and services. North Carolina native Kevin Coggins opened Spin Cycle in 1992 after trying to buy a bike for his wife on their 2nd wedding anniversary.
I went in almost every bicycle store in the area and said, I've got $1,000 in my pocket, I'm ready to buy a bike for my wife. And like, people ignored us. And we were going, it's got to be a better way.
And Coggins found a better way to succeed as a small independent Main Street business in a global economy. Was to join a purchasing cooperative called Ya Bike.
Ya Bike does not buy inventory and warehouse inventory to sell. What they do is they work with suppliers and say, we've got 300 store locations that will buy your product if you'll sign on with us. And so distributors and manufacturers sign on directly with Ya Bike, and then they have a captive audience of 300 potential customers almost immediately. Ya Bike is a different co-op. Some co-ops, the members fully integrate the co-op into their business. Ya Bike, all the businesses continue to be completely independent and call on the co-op as needed.
While the cooperative business model is only a small part of the Spin Cycle story, Equal Exchange's business is all about cooperatives.
Part of what makes us unique is although we're a worker cooperative and we're owned and controlled by the workers, the mission that our members have set out is very broad and actually has to do with changing the way that the food system works. So we're purchasing our products from farmer cooperatives around the world. We're processing and packaging them here as a worker cooperative, and then we are selling them largely to consumer co-ops. So all along this chain, you've got people owning and controlling their own businesses through a cooperative means.
In 1994, there were about 10 employees. Coffee roasting was contracted out, and sales were barely $700,000 a year. Now there are over 100 employee owners, and Equal Exchanges sold $23 million worth of fair trade products last year.
To us, what fair trade is all about is making sure that all the people in that chain are treated fairly, that have some control over their lives, that are able to make a living.
Cooperative lo sentimos bien, porque es una empresa que los ha venido a sacar de adelante.
The 8 co-ops profiled here represent just a few of many cooperative business model variations that exist in the United States today. There are thousands of others that are hiding in plain sight and succeeding financially to the tune of hundreds of billions of dollars.
We're a major force. There are over 40,000 cooperatives in this nation, and you got over 120 million members. That's a lot of people. You're talking about, one way or another, nearly a third of the United States, the population of the United States. A force to be reckoned with when we decide to come together.
People losing pensions, people, lives being destroyed by inappropriate corporate behavior. You don't see that happening in the co-op system. because that accountability is real.
The people are at the top of the table of organization, and if they don't like the way something goes, they can elect a different board, and I've seen it happen here several times.
All the money that the cooperative makes stays with the members, and business school tends to look at it almost on this profit and loss basis, and in fact our triple bottom line, if you will, also has a social agenda, an ethical agenda. Cooperatives are the better business model. They should be the first thing studied in business school.
I think for-profit is very important to our nation, but I also think self-help is very important to our nation as well. We have to have a good balance.
When you see a tattooed kid these days, it's really an expression of internationalism more than anything else. And I have a great deal of hope in that phenomena, because I think out of that kids do see that we all are in it together, and that working together we can do better.
We have a lot of young people involved in this organization, and I think it's largely their energy which has helped us be as successful as we are. They take very seriously the cooperative principles, they take very seriously that this is a democracy, and they are here to make that work.
And the thing that excited me about resigning from Congress actually to come to take this position is the fact that you'd be part of a movement. While money is important, and certainly the self-gratification that comes from money is very appealing to a lot of people, the real satisfaction is going to be working in something that you believe in, something that you enjoy, something that you can commit yourself to. And that's a movement, and the cooperative program is a movement, not just a business, but a movement.
We are a global economy, and a global economy relates to people and their needs. And it is no longer a matter of which company, it should be which cooperative, and how are you getting the best for yourself, for your family, and you do so through the cooperative structure.
For more information on co-ops, go to go.coop.